Hello, this is Dr. J, and welcome to this short tour of the team spaces for your team project within Blackboard. As I'm sure you're aware, in our course, there are actually two projects, and one of which is a team project that you'll be working on throughout the course. And so I wanted to take a brief opportunity here to walk you through the team space that I've set up for your team, place where you can begin to communicate and collaborate with your team members as you work on the various components of the project. Once you're logged into the course, if you click on the projects link in the course navigation menu on the left, there you'll see initially two folders. The first is for our technology enhanced learning activity, and again, this is an individual project that I'll talk a little more about in a future recording. The second project, and the one that's most important to get started on right now, is the professional productivity project. And so there's a folder here that you can click on the title of, and here's where you'll be able to find information about the project as well as the continuing education form that you'll be referring to for one of the milestones, and any other supplemental resources that are posted concerning the project. You'll find that here in this folder. For example, the recording of this session that you're watching right now will be housed here eventually, as well as being a part of our course podcast. If you click on the link to view and print the overview and detailed milestones of the project, again, this will walk you through the various components of the project, and basically there are milestones that you'll be working on each week. And so these are outlined step by step very clearly, components not only for you individually but also collaboratively for that milestone, things that you need to do with your team. So I'd encourage you, if you've not already done so, to read through this document, print out, if it's helpful, to print a copy, and refer to this closely throughout the course. The second area that I want to point out is the teams area, and this is really the most important area that I want you to take advantage of, and what we're going to spend the remainder of our time here discussing. The teams area contains a folder for each of the four teams that I've created. Now, in my view here, I can see all four team folders. However, when you access this space initially, you're only going to see the folder for your team. This is so that each team has their own private space where they can collaborate with one another and communicate in a private fashion. As we move forward towards the end of the course, as we approach milestone number 5, where you'll actually be reviewing the other team's productivity projects and then providing feedback, at that time I will be opening up the team folders so that all of you can then access and at least view the components of the other team folders. But for right now, your team space is specifically just for your team. So I'm going to go ahead and use Team A as an example. Now, the names of these teams, initially I just assigned them A, B, C, and D. As part of Milestone 1, as a team, if you'd like to come up with a more creative name for your team, you can let me know what that is, and I'll make sure to change your name here of your folder to reflect your new team name. So I'm going to click on the Team A folder. And so by clicking on your folder, you're going to find links to a few different tools. A couple that are you're going to be required to use, and a couple others that are optional. First and foremost is the team blog. And just like we have a course blog where we post information in your resources each week, the team blog is a place where you as a team can journal your progress each week. It's a place for short communications if you'd like. And so clicking the view link here under the name of your blog will bring up a blog page. It's going to look very similar to our course blog, and it works exactly the same. So you'll see that there are options to post a new entry, so make a new posting, as well as view comments that have been posted by others in the team blog. Okay, and so the team blog, it's totally up to you as a team to decide how you want to use it. Do you want this to be your primary way in which you're going to chronicle your progress, or are you going to summarize that somehow in a team discussion board posting, which we'll get to in a little bit. Your team blog has an RSS feed just like the course blog does, so you're welcome to use that to stay up to date on what's being posted here. Again, it's totally up to you as a team as to decide how you want to use the team blog. After you're done viewing the team blog, again, you can click the back button in your browser to leave that area, or what might be easiest is just to go back to Teams and then click on your team folder again to take you to the team area. So that's the first tool, collaborative tool, is the team blog. And again, that's a place to kind of journal your progress as a team each week. The second tool is the team wiki, and really this is a required component. This is really important that you use this. This is the place where you're going to construct your project. You're going to be adding your pieces to it and collaborating with one another. And so by clicking on the Team Wiki space, what I've done is I've set up, first of all, individual pages for each of the 4 team members. So picking on Tyler Anderson as an example, I can click on Tyler's individual page, and so this is a place where Tyler can begin. He can each week post his contributions towards the particular milestone. The individual pages, you're welcome to organize them however you'd like, to use that as a way to kind of collaborate with one another. And just like the class profiles area, which also uses a wiki tool, you basically click here to begin editing this page, and now Tyler could go ahead and he could add information here. He can make edits, and when he's done, he can click the Save button, and that will save the edits. So you'll notice that there are, in the site navigation, there is the option to go back to the home page for your team wiki, as well as to access any of the other team members. So I could click on Kathy Burke's page, and now I can see what Kathy has posted recently. So it's a great way to collaborate individually. What's also very helpful is that if we click on the home link to go back to the home for the Team Wiki, there's also a separate page for each of the 5 milestones. So after you've individually had opportunity to work on your components, then as a team you can go to, for example, milestone 1, and you can post your responses, the information necessary for milestone 1 of the project. And just like the other pages, you have a milestone. You have a page for each milestone. So as you're working on that, this is where you'll be chronicling and actually putting the substance of your project. So the outline of your workshop, the objectives that you have, and so forth, will all be housed in the various milestone pages. So that's the individual and the project milestone pages for your Team Wiki space. If you decide you need additional pages for some reason, you're welcome to add those. Again, I just want to make sure that at least each individual member has at least an individual page, and that you have at least a single page for each milestone. So as I take a look and see your progress as a team, I'll be looking to these individual pages and the milestone pages to see the progress that's being made. Again, I'm going to click on the Teams link in the course navigation menu and go back here into Team A. So those are the first 2 options, the team blog and the team wiki that you have. I've also gone ahead and set up for each team a Connect Pro meeting room. And so this is a place where, as a team, if you would like to have a synchronous discussion, maybe you want to set up a time where you're all going to meet together. If you'd like to use the Adobe Connect Pro tool for doing that, I've set up a room for your team, and you can access that if you'd like. Again, it's totally an optional thing. You don't have to use this tool. If you'd prefer to use some other synchronous tool, such as an instant messenger or some other, Skype, for example, is a great way to connect synchronously with one another, and it's free. So I've just put together, though, that room if you'd like to give that a try. Finally, the last link that you'll see is a link for the team discussion board, email, and file exchange. And so by clicking on that fourth link, here you'll see links to a few of your team tools within Blackboard. So there is a group discussion board. And so by clicking on that link as a team, there is a forum for your team, and you can go ahead and begin posting to that forum, just like we have a class forum for different discussions and so forth. So that's a great way to communicate with one another. If you'd like to use that to keep in touch, to set deadlines and so forth, you can use the team discussion board for doing that. Within the team discussion board, you can go back to the team tools just by clicking on your team name in the breadcrumb trail navigation, and that'll take you back a level. The team collaboration is the built-in Blackboard lecture hall and office hours, the virtual classroom and chat tools within Blackboard. These are a bit inferior, I'll admit, to the Adobe Connect Pro tools, so but they are available if you'd like to use them. Clicking on the name of our team once again. You also have a team file exchange space within Blackboard. So if, as you're working on components of your project, if you have a need to share files, you can use the file exchange space within your team area to do that. Again, that is an optional tool for you. And finally, a way to send an email. So this is really handy. If you want to send an email to your entire team, you can go ahead and click that send email option, and you can select a single member, or you can hold down the shift key and select all of your team members and highlight them. And then simply by entering a subject line and a message, you can then send an email to your team. And you don't need to know their email addresses. That information, Blackboard has that, and we'll just send the email to their Seattle Pacific email addresses. So with that, basically is an overview of the team tools directly within Blackboard here. And if we go back out to our team space one more time and back into Team A, here you can see that we've covered the four major tool sets that are available here within your team area. Again, if you have additional questions as you get started collaborating with your team members, feel free to post those in the help forum. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing the progress that you make as you work together with your team on our professional productivity project.